Welcome to Pitchside. 14 episodes in 14 days. You've seen cameras, lenses, weather, food, burnout, even the dude in the crowd eating a hot dog. But the one subject we've avoided until now is the most tragic, most fragile, most over-caffeinated element in sports photography. The photographer. The human being behind the camera. A cautionary tale and also a cry for help. Every sports person talks about wear and tear on their knees. And photographers, they do too. The only difference is we don't get medical staff. Crouching for 90 minutes in the rain is basically CrossFit for middle-aged people. You stand up after a match and you sound like a pack of crisps being opened. You will think, I'll get fitter with practice. You're not going to. You're just going to learn how to fall over with dignity. One day a player slides into you and instead of checking if your lens is broken, you check if your knees are. Spoiler, both of them are broken. Then there's the back. Ah yes, the spine, that quaint decorative item we once had. Carry a 400mm lens one season and you will develop a permanent hunch. Carry it for 5 seasons and you become a museum exhibit called Man Defeated by Glass. You try to compensate with stretches, YouTube yoga videos, even that one foam roller you swore you would use daily. But nothing helps. By year 10, your chiropractor knows more about you than your family. Pro tip, don't bother with gym memberships. Just lift a camera bag. It's like CrossFit but with more swearing and financial ruin. What do sports photographers eat? The answer? Whatever is closest at hand, cheapest and unlikely to kill you immediately. Stadium food? Always beige. Always lukewarm. A hot dog so rubbery you could resole your shoes with it. Chips that are somehow both burnt and undercooked. Burgers made out of, well, let's not ask. And when that fails, you raid your snack pocket in your bag. Maybe a cereal bar that's technically fossilized. Crisps you accidentally sat on 2 weeks ago. A chocolate bar welded into its wrapper, requiring power tools to access. And of course, caffeine. Always caffeine. By halftime, you've had so many energy drinks, your shutter speed is now effectively 1/8,000 because your hands, they're vibrating. You don't sleep, you hibernate in 20-minute bursts like a fox trapped inside Lightroom. The match ends at 10 p.m. You're editing until 3 a.m. You export until 4. You promise yourself you'll nap before the next game. You don't. Instead, you arrive at the next match with eye bags so deep they count as carry-on luggage. And every now and then you dream at a full 8 hours. And then you wake up at 2 a.m. because Lightroom just crashed and you lost your edits. Burnout doesn't arrive with fireworks, it creeps. First, you forget your settings. Then you forget what day of the week it is. Then you forget if you're at the right match. Eventually, you find yourself photographing a corner flag for 15 minutes, convinced it's symbolic of modern sport. That's burnout. That's the boss battle. You try to fight it with coffee, with pep talks, with new gear. But the truth is, burnout is undefeated. The only thing that keeps you going is the lie you tell yourself, just one more match. Every sideline has other photographers. The veteran with 3 cameras and a chair. The newcomer with kit lens and endless optimism. The guy with a lens so big it probably needs planning permission. You look at them and think, they know what they're doing. You don't. You're an imposter. But here's the twist. All of them think the same thing. The veteran thinks the newcomer has more energy. The newcomer thinks the veteran has all the skill. The gear guy thinks everyone hates him. Probably true. Imposter syndrome isn't a glitch, it's the official operating system of sports photography. And here we are, 14 episodes in 14 days. Of course I didn't record them all in one day. That would be ridiculous. Obviously I recorded them in 2, all of them. You've watched me explain cameras, settings, fans, storage, food, and in the process you've also watched me deteriorate on screen. If anyone wants to buy me a coffee for all of this effort, I'm not going to say no. In fact, I'll say make it 14, one for each episode, and maybe one for my chiropractor too. So why do we keep doing this? Because once in a while, out of 4,000 disasters, you get the photo. The one that makes the mud, the rain, the sleepless nights worth it. And truth is, we don't stay for the pay, the glamour, or the hot dogs. We stay for the chaos, for the one frame that makes us forget how much we hate every other frame. Also, we stay because gear addiction is a terminal illness. So that's the photographer, a creature of broken knees, crooked backs, caffeine addictions, and endless doubt. Fragile, stubborn, slightly broken, but still there every weekend, pretending it's art. The real cautionary tale isn't the job, it's thinking that you can escape it, but we don't. We keep coming back again and again and again because somehow, against all logic, it's still magic. Thank you for watching Pitchside. That was 14 episodes, 14 days. You've seen me suffer, age, and collapse in real time. And remember, the greatest photo wasn't on the pitch. It was me pointing a camera at my own burnout and calling it content. See you next season, assuming my knees still work.